the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
The action has already started.
He's got all.
He's delivered all right!
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Drives it in. Cleared away. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Mbappe. And it's Grimaldo.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
Threads one in. That's good vision. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Hakimi. Haaland looks to get on the end of this.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. That's going in strongly. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
So just a one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
Shapes to shoot! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Melbourne City are...
He's having a go!
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Matheus Cunha. Gravenberg. Pass somewhat off target. Wirtz. Can he get on the end of this? Ball swung in. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Hakimi. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And that has been cleared. And here's Di Marco. Cross flung in.
Oh, what a... He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Chooses to go back. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Mbappe. Grimaldo. Hakimi. And it's Hakimi. Almost half an hour in now. Garnacho. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Partey. Looking for the run.
Oh, super ball! Hit into the middle.
And he gets rid in a hurry. That's a cute ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hakimi. Gravenberg. Matheus Cunha. And Gravenberg.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
Now it's Mbappe. He's beat.
Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And here's Gullit. Now it's Gullit. Can he get on the end of this? Played out to the right. McAllister. Haaland is onto it in a flash. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Looking for the run. Mbappe. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Palhinha defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Melbourne City clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking for options for movement. That's good play. In with the challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's well spotted. Quality ball. And here's Mbappe. Tries to dink it through.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective involvement.
He has found a way through. Chance! Goal! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, he's been Mbappe! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Melbourne City grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Olise, and here's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. He's given the time to pick a pass. Van Dijk cuts it out. Tchouaméni has got himself a free kick.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Van de Ven. Mbappe. He was under real pressure there. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. Lahm delivers. And this is Hullet. And Hullet!
Hullet really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Hullet is firing after that one. Chouameni. Nuno Mendes. Lahm. Ball comes in. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. That's really well cleared. Looks across and plays it in.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Lahm.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Back into the middle. And it's Lahm. And that's an excellent interception. And that's really well manoeuvred. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that the side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So it's back to business.
Melbourne City have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Van der Ven gets it away. Melbourne City are looking to go forward now. Now it's Hullet. Threads one in. Now it's Kimmich. Crosses it in. Czech claims it. Safe hands.
Cambodia clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Hullet. João Palhinha. It's Hullet. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And he's heaved it away.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Olise. Quarter of an hour into the second half. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Kimmich. João Palhinha under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
No, that's been intercepted. Gravenberg, Eder Militao. Haaland. And a chance! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
Both sides then
Gullit.
taking this chance to
Number
turn to their
10.
benches.
Mbappe.
So one
Number
moment's crazy
14.
confusion, but they all
McAllister.
count.
Look,
Number
often chances are hard to
21.
come by in these games, so
Olise.
just one mistake
Coming on the
could be
field.
all it takes to make the
Number
difference.
18.
Oh, lovely
Number
feeding is
13.
such a good mover.
Number 5.
Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party
Substitution.
overly willing to compromise. It's a promising position. And across, he's got full.
And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Melbourne City go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Melbourne City have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Traumeri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's the chance to counter. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's Sorloth. And they've got rid. João Palhinha. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. And Gravenberch engages and forces him off the ball. Sorloth. DiMarco. Gravenberch.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Knocks it into space. Now that looks a decent ball. That is good alertness. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Tchouaméni. And it's Szoboszlai.
2
Nuno
added
Mendes.
minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. DiMarco goes on a run down the left wing.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
And he's taking no chances there. Szoboszlai carries the ball down the right. Kimmich gets a cross in. And that's that. Melbourne City have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Played out wide. And that's aimed in.
Oh, smashing header!
No, not the best of headers.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Nuno Mendes. Olise. Mendes receives it in a wide position. And it's hoisted clear. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
And he's intervened well there. Olise. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. Searching pass he's played there. Lahm, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Mbappe, and here's Hullet. Now then, the ball's come loose. Could move up a gear here. Looking for the run. Mendes looking to hit the byline here.
Terrific header!
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And it's Hullet. Pass somewhat off target. Melbourne City are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
He's away! Can he finish?
Oh, he's been caught napping, and he's following up!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, this is a great position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Nuno Mendes. Hullet.
Can he finish?
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Strokes it back.
I would think that was the wisest choice.
Mendes goes on a charge down the left. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Gravenberg did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a shade optimistic. Olise. And it's Alexander-Arnold. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Gravenberg. Pedro Porro. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no...
Mbappe! This time, surely! It's in! There is the breakthrough!
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he plays one through. Olise has it out wide and in space. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's not the cross he had
There
in
will be
mind.
1 minute added time.
Played into space. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Gullit, and the shot's on.
Mbappe!
And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Olise looking to add to his goal. And the counter is on. Konate spots it and intercepts.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Lahm unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Palhinha gets over and intercepts. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Gullit. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Threads one in. That is a great pick out. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Konate attempts a clearance. Melbourne City can breathe again. Just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again, face to face with the keeper. He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution on the field. Number
Corner
10.
number 2 then.
Mbappe. Number 21. Olise. Number 20. Alexander-Arnold. Coming on the field. Number 19.
Rafinha
Rodrigo.
with the short one.
Number 13. Rafinha. Number 22.
Oh, shooting chance! They've done it!
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And he thumps it clear. Corner number 3 coming up. McAllister goes short. He's found a way through. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. And here's McAllister. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. This looks promising.
Cambodia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. But it had to be. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's there to get rid. Crossed in once, big header! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Hullet. Rodrigo serves up a cross, and he shoots! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. Vinicius Junior and the through ball. Plenty to aim at here.
Rodrigo! It's there! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Showing good feet.
And the finish! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it!
It was the crispest of hits. He just cracked. And the referee brings it to a close. Melbourne City have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Rodrigo claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Please watch the screen for train departure times from
Melbourne
all
City
local major
need it
stations.
late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.